Australia might appear to be a nation of 23 million people singularly united behind the concept of lifestyle and the notion of a fair go, but in actual fact we are comprised of a nation of tribes, different market segments that are perhaps even pushing in different directions and certainly growing at different rates. What are some of the fastest growing tribes in Australia, or market segments, between the 2006 and 2011 censuses? The overall population increased by 8, 9, 10% over those 5 years. But the disabled population, people who said they have a disability, increased by 22%. There's almost 1 million people who say they need assistance with mobility, for example. 21% increase in the number of people who identify as having an Indigenous heritage between the last two censuses. And I suspect that this is as a consequence of Kevin Rudd's apology in 2008. By the 2011 census, many people felt more comfortable about declaring their Aboriginality, if you like. But there are other segments that grew even faster than the disabled and the Indigenous. The population with a bachelor degree or higher, tertiary educated people, increased by 32% between the last two censuses. As we move to a more sophisticated economy, we need to produce better educated workers, if you like. But even these pale into insignificance when you compare the fastest growing market segment tribe that I've identified, and that is the number of rich people. The number of people earning $150,000 or more per year in a household increased by 132%. Over the 2006 to 2011 period. Now, of course, part of that growth is due to inflation over those years, but nevertheless, there's almost a doubling of the number of people in a household earning $150,000 or more. What this shows is a nation of different market segments, all pushing and pulling in different directions. And in order to understand the market, you need to understand the market segments and the different tribes that make up the Australian nation. This week in The Australian, I look at the tribes of Australia.